The VTuber of the day account. Holy shit. I remember that. I remember that, and I remember talking to that guy multiple times, yeah. I don't know whatever happened to him. Those were the good old days, man. There was a lot of stress back then. It was just the hype was so infectious. It feels so different from the old days. It does. Because now VTubing is like normal. But like back then, it was really hard to get like accepted. Everybody thought VTubing was like this weird thing. You know, in fairness, it kind of is. But that's what made it so exciting. It's like, oh, we're on this revolution, and like HoloLive and VShojo. Yeah, that's a whole thing. I'm not gonna say names, but I actually know people who are sort of connected to that saga. And then I heard a couple names being floated around during all of that, and it was surreal. It was like, what do you mean? What do you mean that I not only have like friends who are like, I don't know, just like showing up in the news, the VTuber news that everyone follows all at the same time. Normal people do that. And that was a weird moment for me. Cause like, I kind of had a moment like that last night. I was talking with a very good friend of mine, but they were talking about apparently what I never realized is like I was kind of doing something special back then. I mean this. This is gonna sound depressing when I say it, but like I legitimately did not understand that back then I was doing something cool and unique and special, and that's something I've had to come to terms with, especially after coming back to this stream, to the most recent streams, and seeing everyone, you know, show up and support and everything. I did not realize that I made like an impact. I kind of never thought about it at all. So it's really cool, you know, realizing that. And I hope to get back to where I was. I'm not particularly worried about like the viewership anymore, but you know, I would like to get back up to like 10 average. I feel like that's a relatively reasonable goal. You were everywhere back in the day. I would see your stuff so much. Really? That's... Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea about that. I know I tweeted a lot. I think that was the NightParadox downfall. Is that I tweeted way too much, and Twitter is bad for many things. It's very bad if you have mental health problems, which I do. And yeah, Twitter is spectacularly bad for that. Shit that makes you like paranoid as hell, you know? And that was a lot of my problem. That and like chasing analytics, you know, and big number, you know? I'm trans now, and exposure to you help make that happen. What? This is what I mean! What the fuck? What are you talking about? Oh my god. Well, I appreciate that, and I'm very happy for you. Like I said, I'm not used to it. I'm not. Holy shit. You were so cool to me when you used the model. I legit cried. Oh my god. Well, now I'm going to legit cry. Yeah. And I never understood any of that back then. I was like, I had it in my head that, oh, well, I'm just a lame small streamer, and you know, I have so many friends who are doing all these cool things, and I'll never be like them, and this, that, and the other thing. You know, all that sad stuff. Because I was a very sad person inside, and I needed help. Thankfully, I did get it. I got it eventually. I had to leave that shitty job that I had. I had multiple shitty jobs back then, and that made it infinitely worse what I was going through. I had no health care. You can believe it? I had 0 health care back then. I just had like income, but I had no insurance. So even if I wanted therapy, I couldn't get it. This is true, and I'll open up about this. I had to go to therapy through my college, just like the college counselor, because I was going to college at the same time. And yeah, that was sort of just how I limped along back then. It's a miracle I didn't go crazy sooner. But yeah, on the topic of NightParadox being sad. So the other thing you gotta remember is I'm 24 now. Back then I was 21. And actually for most of VTubing, I was 19, 20-ish. Wow, I'm so bad at these jumps. But yeah, I was like 20. My biggest year was probably 2021, and I was definitely 20 then. I turned 20 like the month before the re-debut. You can believe that. So I don't know if you know anything about 20-year-olds, but 20-year-olds not having a good time. Feel old. I'm 23 now. Yeah, we're both getting old now. But I legitimately feel like I look back at those old clips and like I love some of them, you know, and I'm like, oh my god, I was having a lot of fun. But I also remember how sad I was inside, and I'm so grateful that I was able to turn it around, you know, because I did not want to end up as one of these creators who just like falls apart, you know. I gotta find a crystal meth. I did not want to be one of these people who just like falls apart, you know what I mean? And thankfully I'm more or less managed to achieve that. It's still a little, you know, but I'm very excited. And I'm excited about this year. I'm not placing a lot of value on like the analytics. Thank God. That was a very big problem back then, was I was like, oh, well, I'm not getting 300 viewers. Therefore, my streams are shit. They're terrible. They're horrible. I keep dying. Which is not a great way to be a live streamer. Don't do that.